First thing when you set out to take a band photo is your planning. Hi CBC Music, my name is Matt Barnes. I'm a professional photographer and I'm going to give you a few tips on how to take a good band photo. A lot goes into planning before we even start taking pictures. We spend 80% of our time planning a shoot and about 20% of our time actually doing it. You're digging up reference, you're trying to figure out, what you want to do with these guys. We listen to their music, we get a feel for, what their kind of vibe is, their style. Once you have a look in mind, you got to find a location that kind of, fits that or works with it. A band's going to have like a lot of ideas, but you also, as the photographer, are the one in control, so, you want to make sure that your ideas and your visions are heard as well. The next step in the process is figuring out what you want to shoot this with, whether you're going to shoot it with a high-end camera or if you're going to shoot it with like a cell phone. There are pros and cons to both of these. If you want like a, a slick, glossy, like high-quality image, a camera is obviously the way to go, but if you're going for more of like a low-key vibe, shooting on a cell phone would be a way to go. No permits. Just kind of figure out, what's important to you. No hassle. Another really important, thing to think about is lighting, obviously. It's, one of the most important things. If you're shooting inside and, you don't have access to studio lights, I mean, cameras at the moment are pretty sensitive. The brighter it is in a room, kind of like the better that photo is gonna look. Turn all the lights in the room on and, make it nice and bright, and you can always, turn lights off from there. Shooting on location's kind of nice. Different times of the day can give you a different look. If you want like hard, long shadows and you want like an edgy look, middle of the day is nice when the sun's nice and high in the sky. If you want like a, a very soft, like smooth, like more flattering look, you want like a nice overcast day, but it's gonna be kind of flat. A lot of my band photos are pretty campy and kitschy and fun. I like dressing bands up. Have some fun with that. Try and push the band to do something a little bit more edgy. It's a photo shoot, it's kind of a special event, so have them wear something that's a little bit, it's still influenced by their everyday style, but it's, maybe like a little bit more of a push on that. Once you're on location and your lighting or your natural light is, all perfect, you want to figure out how to compose this image. Make sure that everyone's like in a good position where you can see them and you can recognize their face. I like everyone to sort of be on the same plane. Bring the band behind the camera. Let them have a look at the, a test shot and, make sure they like their position, they like the way they look, and let them have some input in that as well. Don't be scared to try stuff. If you have an idea, you want someone to like, jump in the air or swing their hair around, take their clothes off and run into the woods. Cover everything. Like I always tell them, only sort of 3 or 4 of these are going to go out in the world. Everything else is just experimenting and playing around. So have fun and try everything that you think of. You never know, that could be the shot. Once you've taken these images, I think a really important thing before you leave that location and pack up for the day and say goodbye to the band is backing everything up, making sure that you've got 2 copies of everything so you don't lose anything. Then it's just you and your photos after that. Usually, for me, my favorite shot will like jump right off the screen kind of thing, and I'll know it right away when I see it. It's like flipping through Tinder. One of them just kind of jumps out at you. I'm Matt Barnes, and that's how you take a great band photo.